So this week, our problem of the week is a quiz average. Daniel has averaged 62.9% on the first 7 quizzes. He decides to get serious about his studies and figures that if he can get an average of 90% on all the rest of the quizzes, his average will be brought up to just under 83%. How many quizzes are being given this semester total? So let's start by answering this question. If every question is worth 100 points, how many points total did Daniel get on the first 7 quizzes? Well, on the first 7 quizzes, his average is 62.9, so his total number of points must have been 62.9 times 7 for a total of 440.3. So that's how many points he's gotten so far total this semester in the first 7 quizzes. Now, why does that work? Just to get some clarity on that. What does quiz average mean? Quiz average equals sum of all the quizzes divided by the number of quizzes, right? That's how you find a quiz average. So 62.9 must be equal to total of all quizzes, so all the points he has so far, divided by 7, the number of quizzes there have been so far. And so when you multiply both sides by 7, you get 62.9 times 7, or 440.3. So that's where that 440.3 came from. Since the average is the total number of points divided by 7, the total number of points must be the average times 7. So he's gotten 440.3 points so far this semester. Now what if he gets a 90, averages 90 on the next k quizzes, whatever k is? Well, we just said that the total number of points is quiz average times number of quizzes, so this one's easy, 90 times k. Now for the whole semester, if he averages 83%, and now there's k plus 7 quizzes, the first 7 quizzes plus however many are left, k. So he averaged 83% on k plus 7 quizzes. How many total points is that? Well, that's going to be 83 times k plus 7. But if you add 1 and 2, you must get the same thing as 3. If he has 440.3 points on the first 7 quizzes and 90 times k points on the next k quizzes, then add those two together to get his total number of points, which must be the same as this 83 times k plus 7. So then we get an equation that we can solve. 440.3 plus 90k equals 83 times k plus 7, and that's the equation for the k that we want. And then we use our algebra to solve for k, and when we solve that, so I'll leave that to you, solving for k equals 20.1. Well, how can that be? You can't have 20.1 quizzes. But remember, it said his average is going to be just under 83%, so there must be 20 more quizzes to go. Must be 20 more quizzes, or a total of 27 for the semester. And that's the answer to our question. Now, I did a little sneaky thing here maybe. This week, this chapter is called Solve Easier Related Problems. And yet if you look at what I'm doing here, it's really more about breaking it up into subproblems. What would an easier related problem look like if we were really going to use that approach? And you can see a similar one in the book. It might go something more like this. An easier related problem might be, so to clean up the numbers, and maybe to make it even an easier problem, if Daniel averages 70 points in the first 7 quizzes, and let's say 90 points, because that's already a nice even number, on the next 20 quizzes, or sorry, on the next 10 quizzes, let's say, nice even numbers, what is his semester average? So this is a much easier problem. You're not trying to figure out how many quizzes are being given for one thing, and also the numbers are less yucky. If you solved this problem, that could give you insights into what you needed to do on the original problem, and if you solved this problem, then you might be able to see that these were the right questions to ask about the original problem. So I sort of skipped straight to the sub-problems, but if we were really going to do an easy related problem, we might do something that looked like this first, where you're told how many more quizzes there are, and you want to find the average, and that would help you see how the arithmetic works and how the problem works. Okay.